Welcome to Ghostly Whispers, at the Screaming Woods of Hexhamshire, Northumberland's forgotten curse, just south of Hexham, a market town in the very heart of northern England. The River Tyne flows between fields and past farms. Here, the River Tyne runs deep and slow. It tumbles over smooth stones and reflects the soft clouds drifting overhead. It seems idyllic. Just beyond this, the quiet hamlet of Allendale and the grazing sheep that peppered the hillsides. There lies a patch of ancient woodland known locally as Devil's Dene, meaning den or dwelling of the devil. It's not on many maps. There are no signposts pointing the way. And if you ask around, most people will either pretend they haven't heard of it, or worse, warn you not to go looking. Those who have been, though, speak in hushed tones of towering trees draped in emerald green moss, a carpet of fallen needles, and a silence so profound it feels like a physical presence. Many have heard something that has chilled them to the bone. Screams, not human, not animal. Something older. The woods lie near the banks of Devil's Water, a twisting stream once feared by Roman soldiers and Saxon farmers alike. It was believed to hold unnatural powers, and many a traveller met their end within its grasp. But travellers weren't the only ones who met their demise here. According to local legend, 2 young lovers drowned after falling out in a jealous rage. Their bodies were never recovered, and it's said that on moonless nights you can hear the echo of their screams carried on the wind. For centuries, travellers spoke of strange lights among the trees, of sudden fog that turned twilight into darkness, and of time lost. Some even claimed to see spectral figures moving between the trees, shadowy remnants of those who'd stumbled and died in the woods. But always, always, the screaming. The air hangs heavy with a sense of dread and despair. And from the depths of the trees comes a sound that rips at the very fabric of sanity. But the woods aren't the only place this evil resides. The source of the screaming could be a ruined cottage deep within the forest, a place avoided by all but the most desperate of souls. It was once the home of a hermit who shunned the company of man. He lived deep in the woods, away from the prying eyes of the villagers, and was rarely seen. It's whispered he communed with the devil himself, and it was this unholy communion that brought darkness to the wood. One day the cottage burned to the ground, leaving behind only charred timbers and a thick black stain on the earth. The stain is still there, and those who stumble upon it are never the same. Others whisper of a druidic shrine buried beneath the moss and the blood-soaked altar where sacrifices were made and souls were damned. These woods are old. They've seen countless seasons come and go, and within their emerald depths, secrets lie dormant. Legends tell of ancient spirits trapped within the gnarled roots of oak trees, unable to rest until the sins of man are washed away. Many have tried to venture into the woods to uncover these secrets, but few have returned to tell the tale. Those who have returned claim to have seen more than mist and moss, dark shapes lurking at the edge of their vision, fleeting glimpses of a world unseen. They speak of an oppressive presence that watches, judges, and waits. It may be the spirit of a girl taken by raiders and left to die in the trees. She wanders the woods forever, searching for peace. Others whisper of an evil god whose altar is hidden in the heart of the forest. Blood flowed freely there once, and now the spirits of the sacrificed cry out for vengeance. But one story is always the same. A lone hiker, a bright afternoon, a wrong turn. He followed the stream too far into a shaded valley. He remembers the trees darkening, the wind stopping, and then the scream, piercing, inhuman, coming from all directions. He ran for what felt like hours, but when he found the road again, the sun was setting, and the time on his watch had jumped by 4 hours. Many have tried to map the woods, to chart its winding paths and hidden nooks, but all have failed. The map-makers who ventured into the forest claimed to hear the rustle of leaves and the murmur of voices. Yet when they turned, there was nothing to be seen. They spoke of ancient stones, shrouded in mist, standing silent witness to the passage of time. Some say the woods shift and change, that the paths are a labyrinth designed to test the wills of those who enter. They speak of a darkness that seeps into your bones and whispers insidious doubts in your ear, tempting you towards the edge of reason. The woods are alive. They breathe and they beckon, and those who heed their call are never seen again. Or sometimes they are, wandering the roads nearby, eyes vacant, babbling in tongues unknown. They speak of a timelessness within the woods, a place where minutes stretch to hours and shadows dance in the pale moonlight. They tell of a chilling cold that penetrates even the warmest cloak, and of a mist that clings to your skin like a shroud. And always, always, they speak of the screaming. All who venture into the woods are warned to keep their wits about them, to trust no voice but their own. For the woods are full of whispers, and each one is a step closer to madness. So if you ever find yourself near the woods, beware. Don't follow the sound of running water or the whispers of the wind. Turn back before the trees close in around you and the darkness takes hold. For once you enter the woods, you may never escape. You've been listening to ghostly whispers. If you hear your name in the wind, don't answer. You've been listening to ghostly whispers. If you hear your name in the wind, don't answer. Next week, the singing man of Marsden Bay echoes beneath the cliffs.